Buckle up, Buttercup. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the Gloucester Cast Podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
Just in the nick of time, I got all that stuff embedded. So we're live at Good Morning Gloucester. We're live at facebook.com/Good Morning Gloucester, where if you're there, you can actually ask questions, and we'll put the questions on the screen. We're with the director of Gloucester. See, it's a little tricky for me because I'm used to saying GMG all the time. Gloucester Marine Genomics Institute, Chris Bolzan. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on this morning.
You had some very exciting news, an award. Would you like to speak about the recognition that you and your team have recently been had come to you?
Sure. We're thrilled about this, and it's very humbling, actually. We were recognized this week by Mass Econ for an Economic Impact Award for our work in 2020. So the evaluations happened in 2021. The awards are happening in 2022 because of COVID. But we received the Silver Award for the Northeast region, and we're also going to receive from the governor a special recognition for workforce development. So we are thrilled and honored by this. This is the first time in the award's 18-year history that a nonprofit was even nominated. So
Wow.
we're pretty proud of this and the impact we've been able to have on the Cape Ann community and the Commonwealth overall.
When I was reading through some of the notes, I thought something that was definitely worth pointing out was a lot of the head people that are in charge over there, and I'd like you to mention them, it's a female-led group. Is that right?
It is. So that's a pretty unusual scenario for a biotech life sciences organization. Myself as executive director, our science director, Dr. Andrea Bodner, and our board chair, Michelle May, all women leading the organization. And we're also doing a lot of work promoting women in science and bringing underrepresented populations into the life sciences and biotech fields who are traditionally underserved and underrepresented. And the academy model, which is now, when we started out with our Gloucester Biotechnology Academy in Blackburn, we had very few women attending, and now each class is between 60 and 70% female. So we're really excited about this growing trend.
That's fantastic. And not only is that growing by the amount of students or people that are there, you've also physically expanded the amount of space that you guys are working with. Is that right?
We did, which was one of the qualifications to be nominated for the Economic Impact Award. We doubled the size of the Gloucester Biotech Academy. This was done through a $940,000 workforce skills capital grant from the state of Massachusetts, and that was coupled with a little bit over $500,000 in additional funding from our donors and supportive foundations. This allowed us to build a really exciting biomanufacturing learning environment, which is super responsive to what's going on in the Commonwealth and the economy and the skills our students need. So now our graduates, this year's class, the class of 2022, is the first to receive this innovative curriculum. They're loving it. They're having a lot of fun with it. If you check out GMGI's social media accounts, you can get a weekly update on what they've been up to. But they are now going to be skilled not only in the traditional laboratory technician work that we've been teaching for 5 years, but they will also be able to access the opportunities in the growing field of biomanufacturing.
Wow, it's such. I can't imagine for the city of Gloucester. I'm thinking micro here because I'm from Gloucester. I have a piece of property on the waterfront, but I can't imagine a better opportunity for people, local kids, get involved, and what a boost! Can you speak to give us just a couple examples of some kids that are? Am I saying it right? Is it kids or teens, adults?
Young adults, yeah.
Young adults. Okay, that's the right term. Sorry, the young adults. Can you speak to some of the opportunities that these young adults have, and have gone up and are making a career of this?
Oh, sure. I'd love to. And this is a good time of year to be talking about it. So I appreciate this chance because our applications are open for the fall classes. And next year, we're going to have 2 cohorts of at least 20 each. So we've got over 40 spots open for the fall, and we're hoping the folks in Gloucester and Cape Ann take advantage of this. Our student base ranges in ages from 18 to 30. So young adults who are kind of struggling to connect with college or career, or trying to figure out, let me get some education and some life and work experiences before I decide what I actually want to do next. This gives a fantastic foundation of skills in the life sciences, and you don't need any math or science prerequisites to apply. All we're really looking for are students who are committed, who want to pursue a career like this, who want to take advantage of the opportunity. And so it's open to every young adult in Cape Ann with that mindset and that philosophy. We've had over 70 graduates out in the market right now since the program first launched. 80% of our students graduate and get across the finish line, which really defies all graduation rates for vocational learning nationwide. And if you look at current community college graduation rates, which hover around 15%, we're super proud of what Dr. John Doyle and our education team at the Academy have done with our students. 90% of our students go on to work in biotech or life science or pursue higher education in biology or chemistry. We're seeing some fantastic increase in earnings for our students who were employed, and about 50% of them were really struggling to find any type of employment before they came to the program. But for the half that were employed, they were earning just a little bit below $32,000 a year. And the class of 2020's average salary at graduation was between $46,000 and $48,000 a year.
Wow.
So that's a heck of a raise.
Yeah, it is, and that's just getting started. I mean,
Just getting started. Yep. We're seeing now with 5 years of students in the market and watching their steady career progression. Some of them are earning close to 6 figures, and they're coming back to us as alumni and saying, what are stock options? What's 401k? What should I be doing with this? So we're providing a lot of interesting alumni programming to help our students who are moving quickly in their careers to really capture the opportunities, make good financial decisions, and to pay it back and to hire and mentor the students that are coming behind them.
Isn't a lot of the people that got this thing started in the beginning, have genomic, kind of companies, and is this like a farming system, like a farm team or for baseball? And are they eager to hire these types of students?
Yeah, that's a great analogy. So initially, many of our employer partners were some of our board members, some of our network within the Gloucester community. There's so many amazing scientists who live in Gloucester, scientists and folks in commerce, entrepreneurship, and government leadership who really got this going. They were the initial folks who took a chance and said, I'm going to break that bachelor's barrier and I'm going to hire an academy student without an undergraduate degree. And the fantastic students that we've had in the market have now expanded where those opportunities are. So usually we get the right amount of internships for our students, right? They come to the program, they spend 7 months training with Dr. Doyle and his team up in Blackburn, and then they go on to a 3-month paid industry internship. So it's a 10-month program overall, and the internships pay really nicely. Usually this time of year, we're getting them ready for their internships. They're going out on their interviews, and we get just the right amount of opportunities for the current class. This year, we had over 3 times the number of companies wanting students than we had students.
Oh, that's right. So, I mean, it's all you have to have is the passion and the drive.
You got it. And
you
we'll
guys-
give you the right training.
Right, and you provide the
And we
rest.
do the career skills training too. They don't just get the technical, scientific, and lab training. They also get a fantastic curriculum of career skills. So professional communications, how to write a resume, how to present data in a group setting, how to negotiate for a raise. So they go out really ready to hit the ground running. And from what we're seeing of our students who are out there, they're killing it. They're doing really well, and they're enjoying the opportunity to work in the thriving life sciences industry in Massachusetts.
Isn't it one of the top industries and like around? I can't imagine anything. There's too many, that directly relate to the ocean, life sciences, and it's all right here in our backyard. This is amazing.
Exactly.
So people,
We have one graduate working at GMGI right now. I made an offer to another one yesterday. So we're offering an internship for an academy graduate this spring as part of the program. We were happy we were able to get one because it was really competitive to get a student from the academy this year. But we also have them working at LifeMine, who are our neighbors upstairs on the harbor, 417 Main Street. And the students really want to stay in Gloucester. They get opportunities in Boston and Cambridge, but they love being on the North Shore. So that's part of what the Mass Econ Award was for. We are working so hard to really attract other life sciences and biotech organizations to the amazing environment that exists in Gloucester.
and so we keep putting the link up there just so people can see it. But I imagine like the all the information to be able to apply would be on the website gmgi.org.
Yeah, it's on the website. I don't know if the 2020 application is live yet. The plan was to have it live by the end of the day today. So we're working on that. We made a few tweaks to it this year because we have 2 start dates. There will be a start date at the end of August and a start date just before Thanksgiving. So 2 cohorts, 2 options to take advantage of this great program.
Geez, end of August, you get your summer in, and then you go to work. Perfect.
Exactly.
That's great.
And the program runs around 8:30 to 2:30 every day. Some of our students still like to keep their evening jobs or part-time jobs while they're going through the program. But when they're on the internship, they are full-time working for a biotech company.
That's fantastic. Did we speak about the award fully? Did you flesh that out as the award that you guys got?
I think so. I mean, you hear a lot about GMGI's research and education, right? Our marine genomics research happening on the harbor and the work happening at the academy and the amazing things our students are doing in industry. But we have a 3-pronged approach, and the third is our science community work. And I think that's really what this award highlighted, right? Our efforts on the science community front are a multi-pronged, multi-phased approach to economic development. The things we're all doing, our board and our leadership team behind the scenes, to bring communications and convening power and connect everyone in Gloucester so that we can showcase to the world, this is a great place to do science. Come set up shop in Gloucester. Bring jobs. There are dozens of jobs now as a result of this effort in Gloucester that didn't exist 8 years ago. And we want to see that multiply significantly.
Well, I see on the actual building, doesn't just say GMGI anymore. It seems like there's some other logos on there. I mean, what's happening inside that building right now?
It's so fantastic and it's fun. And we definitely have our own little mini science cluster going. Our neighbors upstairs, LifeMine Therapeutics, they are mining marine fungi for potential human therapies. And alongside us on the ground floor is Heffring Engineering. And they are creating really innovative ocean gliders for discovery and sampling. So it's a great group of scientists and engineers who are employing local folks and bringing innovation to Gloucester's harborfront.
This is exactly the types of things that, people that we've been talking about for decades, that, the waterfront, such a fantastic use for the waterfront. And you guys are just shining stars for the whole, for Gloucester and Massachusetts. I mean, there's a reason that you guys got this award. There's a reason that there's, strong woman leadership that are kicking ass right now. And I mean, really, you guys should be so proud of yourselves. Anything else that you'd like to add? And I really think, if you go to the website, but also I'd like to invite you to, I know Ashley Destino's out right now, but if there's someone else that's doing the press releases, feel free to send them along, and we'll post them on the blog. We're doing 40 to 80,000 people a day, so we'll get the word.
Thank you, Joey. That's great. We just are so grateful for the amazing community that welcomed these new ideas and for where things are headed. And we really hope students and young adults take advantage of the Academy. Come check us out. We're happy to give tours. And we've got a great science hour coming up next week on Thursday night, talking about white sharks and tagging going on in Cape Cod. So we've got a fantastic science hour, and that's a chance to just bring science education to our community, especially during COVID when we're still stuck at home a bit. It's a nice way to get into people's living rooms and introduce the GMGI story to a broader range of people who are passionate about science education. So lots of different ways to interact with us. We're going to throw open the doors this spring, though, and welcome people for tours and events. And can't wait to welcome the new class of students. We also have summer STEM programming. New programming was created, being piloted this spring to introduce the biomanufacturing to middle school and high school students. So we're going to have 5 weeks of that this year instead of 2, because it's been in demand. So we're excited to offer that to Gloucester students.
So that program is free. I mean,
actually, Summer
okay.
STEM is $400 a week, but financial aid is available if you qualify. Our Academy program is not free either, but we have substantial financial aid. No one has ever been turned away because of financial need. 85% of the students receive nearly full financial aid. We have a fantastic group of donors and supporters who make sure that this is possible. And I've got a great development team writing grants and working really hard to make sure we can make this available to anyone who's passionate about it and committed.
Fantastic. All right, gmgi.org is the website for more information. I'm sure you're going to pass on that. If the information is not on their website, as far as to be able to apply, I'll make sure I get it within the next couple of days, and we'll post the information for people to see. Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. It's great to finally meet you.
Have a great day. We'll see you.
You too. Thanks, Joey.
Little town with big news. 411, come get the scoop. Wake up with Joe and the rest of his crew. It's good morning, Gloucester, to you. It's good morning, Gloucester, to you. I say good morning, Gloucester, to you.